Gear Supreme. Raiders of resale, living the dream. From whatnot to eBay, we score the loot. Vintage finds in every pursuit. Tips to cash in, stories so grand. Reselling Raiders, rulers of the land. Reselling Raiders, treasure we chase. Hathouse fired up, coaching the race. Vintage hat shirts, golf gear supreme. Raiders of resale, living the dream. Tune in, hear the lore. Reselling Raiders, always more.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Reselling Raiders podcast, where we talk everything from eBay to whatnot. I am Hathouse, joined by Coach Borch and
What's up?
Fired Up Finds. Tonight, we're going to have a jam-packed show, and if you're hearing this, Rob's not with us.
Unfortunately,
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Rob is here, but he's going to Japan, so we pre-recorded this one, and we appreciate everybody. I know y'all would want an episode because we're up to almost 100 subscribers on Apple Podcasts. So we're only 2 away to hitting the 100 mark on Apple. Really appreciate everybody hitting the subscribe button over there, and everybody on YouTube. Really appreciate you. We're going to have another giveaway tonight, and since it's not live, it'll have to be members only. So it's going to be pretty good chances for those members that we have to score the giveaway. And as always, on YouTube, it's ad-free for the first couple of episodes, but we still have to pay the bills with our sponsor this week.
And speaking of our sponsor this week, the Raiders of Reselling is proudly sponsored by Fun Factory, the makers of the world-famous green torpedoes of joy you've seen soaring majestically across Major League sports venues. That's right. While we're out here digging through attics for treasures, Fun Factory is out there making history. One spectacular toss at a time. Built tough, built green, built to be remembered. So whether you're chasing relics or just trying to make the highlight reel, trust Fun Factory to deliver the goods. Now back to the show, where our adventures don't always go long, but they always go deep.
Fun Factory.
Dude, that is so good, dude.
So
that is
all
so good.
started in what, the WNBA?
I think so, right? The WNBA.
That's your giveaway. That little green torpedo has been tossed at more sports venues than you can imagine right now.
Whoa.
LPGA events, it's been tossed at baseball games, football games, college, pro. That thing is flying everywhere, man.
Yeah, I don't think they should ever stop. I think we need more colors too.
Well,
I'm
they
pretty
were
sure Fun Factory makes them in all different colors.
They were betting on which color would be tossed next, but they just kept going with the green.
Green.
One
I
came
think
out
the
in
green's-
didn't one drop out in an NFL game like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
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 it was right in the end zone when somebody scored. One came
Yeah.
flying out. Happened at a college game too.
So like, do we speculate how they get into the venue?
I think they just stuff them.
You don't just carry it in. You don't just carry it in.
Hey, you checking me in the wrong places there, Fal.
Yeah, just hide it in your flask. Dude, listen, boys, it is totally not Monday night. The Ravens are definitely not beating the Detroit Lions as they march down the field right now. So,
It totally is.
there's
And
Rob's giveaway.
This is going to be your giveaway. It was a Northrop Grumman giveaway. It still has the tags on it. Brand new.
Yeah, dude.
Ravens hat. And if
They make good hats and good bombs. You know what I mean? I think they make bombs, right? Don't they?
Northrop Grumman, they make
Yeah.
airplanes.
They make good hats and good bomb carriers, you know?
Yeah, missiles.
Hey,
think
I
they make
also
missiles.
think that we need to call this freaking dudes of reselling. You know what I mean? I think we need a rebranding.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna see if I looked up to try to find if I could have like a dude counter. Like if like some AI could automatically count the number of dudes that we drop each,
dude.
and
Dude, seriously.
so you could weigh
Reselling dudes.
reselling
Yeah,
dudes.
dude, that's what I'm saying.
If you didn't know, we got called out a little bit on the number of dudes we dropped on the past podcast.
I wouldn't say this was a we problem.
Well, it's not. There's only one. There's only one dude dropper.
Dude.
I guess, yeah, I don't know how. It's kind of like when people say like a lot, like. I guess dude is just my
Oh, Jesus Christ.
my sentence breaker upper. You know?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I totally apologize
So,
to everybody that watches this for my total distraction because the Ravens are right there.
yeah. Yeah, Rob is currently in Japan and he can't watch NFL in Japan because it's not broadcasted there.
So by the time this one airs, the raid train will have been over, and we'll have. I hopefully had pretty successful. I think y'all have shown me some pretty good, a pretty good lineup that y'all have.
Yeah, I'm hoping that whole thing back there is gone.
How many hats do you guys have set up?
I think all the racks. Son of a bitch, Mike! I just don't take joy in your joy.
Oh wait, hey, I got a question real quick, boys. Now, do you both wear pants when we do a pod?
Of course, I always wear
I have.
shorts.
Rob,
I cannot be seen from the bottom down.
Rob, what are
you
you
in
wearing right
boxers?
now? Well, I just want to know. I just want to know, Rob, if you stood up, what are you wearing?
I don't think it's appropriate for me to stand up. Also, given the sponsor tonight.
Dude, he doesn't wear freaking pants, dude, when we're doing pods.
Oh my god!
I got shorts on. Look.
Whoa, dude. What's up with the knee compress?
I got a bad bum knee right now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Steven, you always wear pants, dude, or shorts or whatever?
I always wear shorts, golf shorts, like Adidas shorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. What I'm wearing right now.
Always.
That's cool.
What brought this up? I mean,
I was just wondering.
Mike's sitting there free balling.
And I'm free balling. I was just wondering. I mean, you know, it seems less comfortable than how I rock pods, but you know.
Do you make it a pretty much a habit whenever you're talking to people, ask them what they're wearing?
Yeah, usually.
It seems that way.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, I usually say like, if y'all show me
the sponsor
yours,
something.
I'll show you mine.
Fun Factory triggered something.
Dude, I was just curious. How many hats do you guys have set up for the raid trade?
So you asked the question. I was going to answer it. I think on the racks there's about 65, but if you can see on the table, let me get this out of the way.
Yeah, you got another like 40 hats right there.
Oh, please. There.
So what do you say? You got about 100 or so?
There's at least a good 100 there.
How many did you set up, Steven?
Got like 45 right now. I'm probably gonna go dig out some more.
Yeah.
I usually try to have. I can usually get through about a hat a minute unless I'm just really trying to push it to the limit. So, and we got a 45-minute set, so I usually try to have a hat a minute. But I'd like to have a few more, so I'll probably push it to 60, 65, something like that.
Is there gonna be a certain hat you're thinking about wearing for the show?
I don't do very good at that. I usually just wear my OU Nike hat, but a lot of times if you wear a good hat in the show, it will help.
They want you to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people, if you got a great hat on, they want you to sell it.
Yep. And sometimes you can get a premium for it.
I'm going with this one.
Yeah, dude, I actually need that hat.
It's the second time you said that.
Yeah, I actually do need that hat because I really do get tacos out there every show. Yeah, like that happened with that Dale Earnhardt hat. It's like a $60-ish hat, around that, 60 to 80
Yeah.
bucks on eBay,
It's
and I wore that in a show, and a guy bought it for $100.
it's a clean snapback too. Look at that.
Yeah, that is a good
It's a
hat.
good snappy.
Yeah, I think I have 70 or so. I'm not entirely sure, but I split them up today into the clean and then just like the brush down and reshape piles or whatever. And I have about 50 or so in just the brush down and reshape, and then I have about 30-ish, maybe a little bit more, that need an actual wash. So yeah, I've been saving. I mean, I haven't had a hat show, I believe, since the last raid. Yeah, since the last raid train. So I've been saving
Look at
up
this one.
literally every hat. I go to.
Yeah, I don't know. I went live a couple of times last week, just little shows here and there, and kind of showing what hats that I might have in the raid train coming up, and I did okay. I'm up in the air on whether to continue to do that. I think I just really don't like sitting there.
Yeah.
Really just want to run
you
stuff.
look
Yeah.
very miserable. Like, okay, so
Yeah, okay.
here you go. Here's this one. Somebody needs this.
Bigfoot is what?
Bigfoot is real,
And he tried to eat my ass?
and he tried to eat my ass.
Dude, where does this guy get shit like that from, dude? Like, what in the world?
I'm
I
in
don't
tears
know.
over here.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That was pretty out there.
Steven, did you promote the last show after
Yeah, I'll
what
never
our
do that
last one
again.
was Wednesday or Thursday? And no change?
I mean, it showed that some people came in on the promotion, but
Yeah.
I probably won't ever do that again. I think it was a waste of $10.
Yeah,
That's
talking about
that's
you're
why
talking
my
about
payout
Whatnot,
was
yeah?
less. And I was
You're talking
wondering
about
today why my payout was less than what it said, and it just dawned on me. It was the $10 in promotion.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have changed. I don't think I would have sold
I have
any
not
more or less.
promoted a single show.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't think I'll do a show like that again. I probably will just stick to doing raid trains, honestly, because it's really about the good timing to where I can build up some inventory for
Yeah.
the
Right.
next one and still have good stuff and wait a couple of months. And then I'll just sell hats, buy it now on Whatnot. And what has actually been doing well on Whatnot is I sold another pair today is earbuds. I mean, I've sold another couple of earbuds, so 3 or 4 earbuds selling there a week.
What's
And
up, Kitty?
He just
I think
jumped up.
eventually we're gonna have to do a rebranding of the Hat House.
I think so.
Yeah.
And what I started today, and I've already sold a couple, is and kind of a tip for people out there, if you get into this, and I've done it with golf clubs in the past. If you sell something as a whole unit, sometimes you can break up that unit and sell each individual piece and actually make more money off of all the
Yeah.
individual pieces,
Right.
rather than selling the whole set. And so I started listing just empty cases today, which say the earbuds, all of it together is $50. I sold the case today for $30, and then sell each earbud separately for 15 to 20. And then so actually increasing the margin. And if you don't really care about keeping it all together and all you're worried about is the bottom line and making more money and more sales, then it's not necessarily a bad thing to do. And I've done that with golf clubs a lot of times. I will tell you, if you do it with golf clubs, you can make more money, but you will get stuck with 6 irons. I do know that. Nobody ever replaces a 6 iron or loses a 6 iron for some reason.
Yeah, nobody
So
uses it.
yeah, I don't think it just doesn't get pulled out very much. It doesn't get lost very much, and So, but you
Oh, that's
can,
when you gather up all your 6 irons and take them to your Play It Again Sports and drop them off.
right? I think that's probably the best thing to do. But yeah, I
Even
bought,
if they give you store credit, buy some
yeah,
more 7 irons or pitching wedges.
right, for sure. And I've like you buy a set, you try to get a set for $150 that maybe you can flip for 200, or you can sell each club out of there for 30 to 50, and I mean you can double your money on a set of golf clubs pretty quickly like that. But got to find something to do with the 6 irons, and that's a pretty good idea.
Have you ever taken them apart, like the heads off the shafts, and sold them that way?
I never went. I never went that far. I'm sure you could make even more.
That's gonna really depend on the shafts you have there, Mike.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the standard stuff is not going to be worth doing that for. But if you have some of the higher
high
end
end.
shafts, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they could be $300-$400.
Yeah, I've never taken them apart either, but I have a buddy at work that sells golf clubs on Facebook, and that's what he'll do is he'll go out and he'll buy clubs that maybe the club head isn't that great or the shaft isn't that great, but a piece of the club is what he's looking for, and then he'll actually like take a shaft and put it on, put a different head on it, or whatever it is, and he'll
He's going to
kind of
build a desirable
Frankenstein.
club.
Yeah, he'll Frankenstein like a more desirable club, and so he could end up making a couple $100 club from just some less desirable pieces and kind of just put them together.
Yeah,
So,
there's all sorts of ways to do that kind of reselling. The Somebody else that I've talked to did it for a while, and basically, I think he was doing it on some sort of machinery. I want to say snow blowers, or maybe it was lawnmowers or something like that. But just going and buying the unit and then just taking it apart and then selling each part individually off, and then making twice as much on that item. There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways to do it. There's a lot of ways to make money out there.
I saw a video earlier or I guess last week of a guy that went to the junkyard. He'd go to the junkyard and he wasn't looking for big parts like doors and things like
Right.
that. He would just look for the emblems, Cadillacs and just the old car emblems or whatever.
Yeah,
And
easy
I
to
think
ship,
they were
easy to
charging
pull.
them. Yeah, they were charging them like $2.50, I believe.
Yeah.
So he would. Yeah, that ain't good, Rob. He's
No.
gonna get caught. He's gonna get
He
caught.
got caught. He got
Yeah.
caught.
And so they charged him like $2.50 for the emblem, and then he would take like some rear tail lights from like older model vehicles and stuff like that too. So
Yeah, if I was younger and starting over, I probably would do auto parts, and try to learn auto parts and just go pull the easy to ship ones off the yard. And I mean, once you get really good at it, you're finding $200 to $500 parts left and right out there, and it would be the margin is insane. And I know a lot of people do really well with auto parts.
Yeah, completely insane. And like Amanda and I have sold a good amount of car parts probably over the last month or two. Nothing that's like, the insane ones, that are a couple $100 or whatever, but just a lot of like really good $30 to $50 hubcaps or emblems, or really just hubcaps and emblems. But yeah, like you can even sell like side mirrors, and I noticed too is that they don't always have to be in like pristine shape, because they just want like that part number that's engraved on usually the inside of whatever the part is, to be the original part. And then whoever's going to buy it for whatever restoration project they're working on, they'll make it look pretty. They just want to make sure that it's the original part or whatever. And so I've never bypassed a part that I've looked up and is good just because the shape or the condition like isn't 100%. I'm not going to buy. You don't want to buy like something that's completely destroyed. But I do want to. Do you guys remember last week or it's probably 3 weeks ago that I in one of our Bolos, it was that red line Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that.
Do you remember it being destroyed?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like
Okay.
crushed.
Yeah. So I got a message back from that guy. He restored it. I have to show you this.
Oh,
It's
did he
so
really?
sick. Oh, it's so sick, dude. It's literally so sick. Let me see, where's it at? Dude, like I was like, bro, there's no
What a hobby.
Yeah, I was like, here it is.
That was a
So,
dude and a bro. Just so
That's
you
yes.
know.
dude and a bro.
So for everybody that wasn't here that
Reselling
week,
dude
this is
bros.
what I sold. This is what I sold. It's six or
It's
60s or
set
something
on
like that.
fire.
I can't remember
It's-
what.
It's been stepped on and
Yeah.
set on fire.
1968 Hot Wheel Red Line custom Dodge Charger, right? And I sold it for like $60, somewhere around there, and it sold really good. It went from that to this.
Wow.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Dude.
I was like, this guy, I mean, look at these photos.
Dude, that's sick. Bro.
Isn't that so sick? And then that's what he ended up getting. I was like,
And he-
that's
he just-
absolutely
and he just-
incredible.
Steven, he just resold it for $600.
Oh yeah, I mean, I messaged him and I was like, first of all,
What a hobby.
that's I
What
was
a
like, first of
hobby
all,
to do
that
that.
was in because the best thing in the world I love is when people will reach back out to you after you sell an item. If it's something like that or like something, maybe a picture or whatever it is, and they like reach back out to you to show you like what they did with it. You know what I mean? I think that's super cool. And so he messaged me and he said, "Here's the finished product." And then he sent me those photos and I was like, "Oh man," I was like, that looks incredible. I can't even believe that. He said he was in total with the car like $77. So, which obviously a vast majority of that was the car itself. And obviously I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago in the Bolos, those in good shape can go all the way up to like $600. Everywhere from the high 100s all the way to like $600, I think was the most that I saw. So, I don't know how long it took him or how much work it is, but you could see where he could flip that and make tons of profit, So I thought that was pretty cool. Is there a Ravens mini helmet? Rob just sits at his desk and then just randomly grabs shit that's around him and just holds it up to the camera. Anybody that's not watching this is missing at least a quarter of the experience.
I got the question again today on eBay, actually. Somebody else really interested in getting into reselling. And the question always is, where do you get your stuff? Had that question again.
How do you
And-
answer it though?
Today, I think what I'm going to do going forward is I'm just going to be like, I'm not like most people. Some people go, I told him, I said, I don't do the liquidation like some people, so I couldn't give you like a company to go out and buy all your stuff from. So I can't really answer it. The only way that I can answer it is I start buying stuff, and then you finally figure out who keeps getting the same stuff that you want to buy. And that's literally the answer, unless you're going to try and do the liquidation game. And there's just no other way around it besides just starting to buy the stuff that you want to resell. And eventually you figure out where it's coming from.
Yes. Yeah, I think, which I mean we've said this plenty of times before. I think if you want to start in the reselling game, just period, and we're not talking just eBay or just whatnot, we're just this could be Facebook Marketplace. I think the best thing for you to do is do a 360 of your house. And you go out into your garage and you go into your closet and your spare bedroom and under that bed, and you find all of the things, all the kitchen appliances that you haven't used in a year and all the tools that you know that you're not going to use and so on and so forth. And you go and gather. Yeah, you just go and gather up 20, 50, 70 items that you forgot that you owned. And, and that's how you start. There is zero overhead, and and you can make the mistakes with the things that are in a way free. Not free that you didn't ever buy them, but free that you didn't buy them to resell them. So it takes out at least how I started. It took out a lot of that like initial fear for me. Oh, well, what happens if I mess up the shipping, or what happens if I buy things that people don't want to buy, and so on and so forth. It takes out a lot of that, and you can kind of work out a lot of those like early day kinks when you just walk around your house and sell the things that you don't use, And it's like if I mean, you can go ask a billionaire, how did you make your $1 billion? And they can tell you, just like we're telling you how to do the reselling. But they're not going to give you
$1 at a time.
every single little minuscule detail. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's part of the game. Like, that's part of like why it feels good when you find whatever level of success that you want to find. You know what I mean? It's like that's it. That's why people that build massive businesses and are super successful are always so much more happier than the people that win the lottery, because they grinded and they like made all the mistakes and they took their lumps and they put in their 10,000 hours,
I get you there,
So-
but I would definitely wouldn't mind trying the other way either.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, listen, yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'll try it out, but it's just the
I'll
grind.
try it and let you know.
So I told you guys last week, I think, that Amanda's mom has kind of jumped into the game a little bit, and
Uh-oh.
I was at the flea market on Saturday morning, and I get a call from our flea market opens up at 8, but if you have a little finesse, you can get in there at like
Do
7.
you have a fast
And
pass?
so
do you have
you
a
get in at
VIP
7.
entrance?
And
Mike's got his
so
own parking spot.
and so I get a call from her at like 7:40 or something like that. And I was like, "What's
Michael,
up?"
tell
And
him to let me in.
"Hey," "what time does the flea market open?" And I said 8 o'clock. And she's like, "Well, where are you at?" And I was like, "I'm inside the flea market." And she's like, "Well, how did you get in?" So I told her, and I said, "Don't go broadcast it, but this is how you do it." And she spent, like 4 hours at the flea market on Saturday. You know what I mean? And like, she didn't find a whole bunch of stuff, and she didn't find things that are going to sell for hundreds of dollars, but she came out with like 5 or 6 really good quality items. And the best part is that she looked up a bunch of stuff that wasn't worth it. So she knows. So now that's in her Rolodex, right?
Yeah,
And
so she's got the
yeah,
education. She's
It's
got the
almost as-
education.
It's almost as important as knowing the stuff that is worth it. It's the stuff
Yeah.
that not to waste your time on.
100%. And the thing is that you have to learn, you have to waste your time on it at first. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like there is no skipping that step. There is no
You got to
skipping.
build the depth
Exactly.
first.
You have to. And so anyway, she sold one thing, or she sold 2 things last week. One was a thing from her own house that she sold, and then she sold her first thing that she actually went out and bought for reselling. And it was, I think she paid a couple bucks for a t-shirt, and she sold it in 2 or 3 days for $45. Right? And so I was like, that's for me, that first thing that I sold that I actually went out and bought to sell was like, I instantly, you know what I mean? I was instantly hooked. I was like, oh, I got it all figured out, And so, yeah, it's just, you gotta get to that first little point right there. And then I think I think what hooks a lot of people is you're like, oh,
Okay.
I can do
Yes.
it,
Switch up to the rally cap here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
you
of the
do.
first ones that I can remember was a Casio. It looked like almost exactly like a James Bond watch that Mary actually found at a garage sale, and we bought it for $1 and sold it for $350. And from that point, you're just like, how many? Surely I can duplicate this.
Yeah.
All right, can we find another
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, where do you find these James Bond watches?
Yeah.
I tried to get in. I tried to figure out the watch game. I never really could.
There's a lot to that, man.
Yeah,
There's
and there's a big difference. And finding, I mean, most of the ones, it's like everything. 99% of what you're going to find at the garage sale
Yep.
is junk.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a junk watch that's probably a $10 Walmart watch or in Target or whatever. And finding the really good ones is just few and far between.
Yep.
And watches is also replacing the batteries, make sure it works, and that's a lot of time there too.
Yeah.
But it's always, you were talking about last few episodes ago about what sells on the front page there, and it always is pushed really hard. Watches is doing really well, and it's on Whatnot too. I think it's one of their big categories that they're trying to
Oh,
push.
yeah, absolutely.
Watches. Never been a huge watch person, but they sell really well.
Oh, I could. If I had the fortune, I could spend it on. I could. If I had that,
I was
that
wondering where
fortune-
you're going with that.
If I had that
Yeah.
fortune, I would spend. I would have some watches. Let me tell you, man.
Well,
I used
you know,
to
like
do, I used to have a client. One of my clients used to be the Financial Times out of London, and every month they did a special section on watches, and literally, you got like 40 newspaper pages of watches and watch ads, and 75% of them cost more than a house.
that's insane
my-
too, because it's like one of the only things that I
What?
can think of off the top of my head that is a wearable item that will increase in value.
I
If
love a
people
nice
buy
watch.
them as investment pieces.
Yeah.
And I don't really know of other
You know,
things
that-
that you
that-
can
that
buy that are
depends on-
wearable.
That depends on the watch, though. Depends
Yeah,
on
but
the
like the
brand.
Richard Milles and the Rolexes and the thises and that's whatever in the world they are, there people will buy them, the multi-thousand, tens of thousands, hundreds of $1,000 watches because they go up in value, which is insane. The only other thing I can think of is sneakers, but with one of the watches, you can actually wear it. I'm not saying it every day when you're building your house, but you can wear it and it'll still increase in value versus if you buy sneakers, they can increase in value as well. But the minute that you put them on and walk outside one time, the value will go down on them. So, yeah, the watch game is that's what I'm saying. It's like if you love watches and you love learning about watches, then dude, that's your thing, then
Yeah.
you can go in there and just be the watch guy and go out to all these flea markets and yard sales and thrift stores and bins and pawn shops and all these other places that probably don't know watches as well as you because you've put in all the time to really learn about them and how to
Have
fix
you
them.
watched
And
any of the shows on Whatnot? The watch
Yeah.
shows on Whatnot?
No.
No,
no.
it's entertaining as hell.
But
Are,
there's
are
a
they
ton of money that can be
starting?
made.
Are they starting stuff off at $1 and just letting it fly?
It depends on what watch group you go into, but if you go into the ones that are worth a few dollars, they're not starting at $1 now.
Right.
Really.
They know
Really?
what they got. They're sitting there waiting to see if somebody wants to come in and buy it.
Steven, did you say something last week? Was it last week about Whatnot, like bringing on more celebrity influencer type people, right? Did you say something about that or something to that effect?
Yeah, I was waiting for them to do more of that because I mean the last one that I remember was who did I say? The guy with the tattoos.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Whatever. I'll
That
think
could
of
be
his
one
name. Here
of-
it is.
That could be one of 1,000 dudes.
He did like Magic the Gathering cards, and
Oh, you're talking about
he wears his hat always with the crease. It looks stupid. I'll think of the guy's name.
Oh, Post Malone.
What was Post
Post
Malone?
Malone.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the only one that I really knew of that was getting in on it. Why did you? Was there somebody else?
Yeah. Today, I saw it. Actually, the show happened today, which was Monday the 22nd. G-Eazy, which you guys probably don't know who that is, but he's a rapper. He when I was in high school, he was a pretty
Oh, is he
popular
with like
guy.
H Hard?
Okay, so we're gonna bypass that, and he sold his whole. These boomers, you know what I mean? These guys, you can't even
I'm
trust them.
I'm Gen X.
You can't,
So
yeah, whatever. You can't even trust them. He sold his whole sneaker collection on Whatnot with the guys from Cool Kicks. So yeah, the Cool Kicks. If you go on their Whatnot profile, they have almost 1 million followers on there. It's about 700,000, I believe, is what I saw,
wow.
and they've had a number of B and A list celebrities, and they'll go to their homes or whatever, and they will sell their whole sneaker collections.
Wow.
And they're pretty vast. Like when you talk about these guys, they have a couple hundred pairs of sneakers, and usually they're not low top Vans. There are some pretty legit sneakers. So that's the only one, and it just reminded me today because I was like, I think we were just talking about that, and those are the only ones that I know that have done that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's great for the platform because I mean, every buyer that you
The
bring
exposure, yeah.
on, yeah, it's just going to keep growing it. I think it's a good deal. They should.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're getting any kickback on it, or
Yeah, other
Did-
than just like the normal fee type deal or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, that just who knows how. And there's two things. Number
Well,
one,
I would say for the exposure, they're probably getting 0 commissions.
oh yeah, I mean that would make sense. Uh, damn it, Rob, I was gonna say something freaking super smart, dude, and you just
You always
absolutely
do, dude.
wrecked it.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro, my bad. Word up. Hey, I need Tyler Loop to miss it. I'm sorry.
Shush.
I'm sorry. They can win the game, but I need him to miss it. I'm sorry.
No, drill it.
So I didn't see. Did your Jaguars win?
Are you?
Yes. Oh, he made it. Unbelievable. Yeah, in the ugliest game of all time. Oh my! And I'm telling you, boys, right now.
You see how he's
Right
doing me?
now.
I put money on Jacksonville yesterday.
No.
to win.
I want the Ravens to
You see
win. I
how
have
my
no
boy is doing
problem.
me?
No,
This
I have
kid-
no.
This
I
one
have
right over
no problem with the Ravens winning. The
there.
guy I'm playing in fantasy has Tyler Loop. That's it.
You're already beating his ass. He ain't got no.
No, I'm not. I'm not whooping his ass at all. That was my
yeah.
other league. I am whooping that dude's ass in that other league.
You're gonna
I'm currently down by exactly 3 points. The same 3 points that Tyler Loop just got. So that's awesome.
Tyler. Loop.
Remind me why they got rid of their kicker. Was it the massage thing?
Yes, it was the massage.
What massage
Just-
thing happened?
Tucker?
Yeah, Justin.
He was-
was accused of always having his schlong out and
Yeah.
trying
When
to
he
He's
was
get
accused of the old Robert Kraft.
yes, not
And-
the Deshaun Watson, more the Robert Kraft. Like,
Yeah.
hey, what about me? I don't need.
Have you guys ever went and got a professional massage?
I am
Yes.
not commenting on that. No,
Yes,
I haven't.
I have. My wife and I actually got him in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever got them in the States?
Yes,
Like without your wife, or
yes. There's a massage.
So,
place
like-
right up the street.
does that come up, or I mean, do they hint at any of that kind of stuff, or
No, not not unless you
just
go to
wonder.
the right one. Unless you go to that one where it's
well,
on the
how do you
menu.
know what's the right one and the
You
wrong one?
know when it's the right one. Trust me. It doesn't.
Oh,
Hey,
I have
it
never
doesn't
been.
have a
So
storefront in a main place of town. It's usually on a back street or a thoroughfare that's not in the best part of town.
really,
And quite
And
often,
do you
it's
still get
Asian
massaged?
related.
do you still get like a legitimate massage?
I've never been to one.
Huh? Well-
Report back. I demand a report back, Mike.
Yeah, it's for science. He missed that field goal. You seen that? He missed
I
that
know.
field goal.
You made it.
That's
You made it.
insane.
Asian.
Yeah, no, the Jags won. I'm happy that they won. I'm gonna tell you right now, so many times I almost just jumped off the balcony of my place because I mean, when
Mike, I
I think
got
it
you
was
covered here.
five or six drop passes in the game, and I think three of them came back to back to back. That third one, I was literally losing my mind. Like Amanda
Excuse
came
me.
in the man room and was like, what is going on? And I'm like, I'm freaking out, dude. Oh,
Freak it out. Mike,
yeah.
do you know where Bowden Road is?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Go to Bobo Asian Spa. and
That's
let us know
actually
how it-
very close to where my office is at.
Yep. Go there and let us know how it works out.
So Bobo Asian Spa,
Mhm. Go check it out.
it sounds like a bunch of nice people work there. They're gonna freaking rub me down.
Yep.
Like, hey, one of the funny part about getting a back massage is that my back
Take-
is located on my piece.
Take cash.
They got, hey, do you guys get back massages? Yeah, but what if it's located on your wiener?
That's extra.
Yeah.
Sir,
Listen,
that'll be extra.
I won't be going there because this is not live, so Amanda cannot hear what I'm saying. But next
My-
week when it is,
my-
when it's
my-
posted,
Mikey will be like, "Do I get a firefighter's discount?"
oh no! Didn't they catch Robert Kraft because there was like a bunch of condoms in the damn sewer pipe or something like
No,
that?
they were raiding the place.
Oh, and he was in there.
You just happened to be there.
He was
Yeah,
just
he's
there
having-
getting tugged. This guy is just so out of control.
I didn't
Oh,
even know this
man.
about Robert Kraft. I mean, I know.
Yeah, it was. I think they were in Miami.
It was like the biggest deal ever 5 years ago
Yeah,
or something.
they
like
were
that.
in Miami.
Were they
It
there
wasn't-
for a
it wasn't
Super
in-
Bowl or something?
No, I think they were just. I think he has a house down there, and I
The
think
Pats
they
were
down
probably
there playing
playing
the
him.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Yeah, and he just decided to go to his favorite local tug, and
So the one of the richest people in the world, probably. I
that's
don't
what
know
I'm
how
saying.
much.
Yeah,
Has to
very
go.
rich.
Has to go to the massage parlor.
Yeah, I thought
That's where he
if you were
hangs out?
that rich, you just got like house call tugs, you know?
It would have been better off.
Just, you know, that chain yanked at your house.
Way off
Yeah,
topic. here.
Florida massage parlor in 2019.
Hey, Steven, I told you that this is a freestyle pod. And so
Wait.
Yeah.
there's
The
30%.
He was videoed at the Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Jupiter, Florida.
Really?
There you go. Check it out.
Yeah, this is Raiders of Reselling. What's it? 30% talking about reselling, 70% talking about rubbing tugs.
And who's
Yeah.
the one?
That's
that
how
brought
it.
it up?
That's how we cut out the dudes.
Yeah,
So we
sorry.
got out the dudes.
Listen, I've been trying. I don't blame the guy. I'm sure it's probably annoying. I don't listen to these podcasts. So
You should always listen to it back. You can learn a lot.
yeah, but then I don't want to know.
Me either.
Well, let's learn
So I'll
some
be like, dude,
bolos.
you sound like an idiot. That's what I can't hear the music.
Raiders, it's Bolo time. Drop your favorite
I'm being dead serious.
cash find. Raiders keep you informed. Raiders
Look at that.
Bolos can't be ignored. Bolo finds, Bolo prize. Raiders find a Bolo prize.
All right, it's everybody's favorite turn.
This is the part where we all skip 2.
Are you ready,
Who's
Rob?
going?
Yes, I'm ready. Put them up there. Bearskin Tactical. I know you guys have seen this on some videos that we all skip over when the guys, why do you have 4,000 layers of clothes? Well, you could just wear the Bearskin Tactical. But
I haven't seen
so,
that actually.
No, you haven't? Okay, well, it's out there. Now you'll see it. You'll see it on a loop now every time you load up a video. So anyway, apparently the different hoodies, the fleece, the tactical ones are, well, they're all tactical. but you got a couple that are of the 2XL size. You got a brand new one in there that's shooting up to 75, but they sell in the 50s to 60s range used. I mean, it's kind of a like a Carhartt, I guess.
So is it like a base layer?
No, these are like supposedly thick hoodies that will replace whatever 16 layers of clothing you're wearing.
There you go.
Yep. Billy Reed, I never heard of in my life. But if you're ever looking at some coats and you see it says Billy Reed, look it up. As you can see here, I'm going to say this is a shacket on the bottom. So it's like a shirt jacket.
Yeah.
It is. It's a shacket right there. So that's in your $52. Yeah, chore jacket, yeah. So that's in your $50 range. But if you look up here at these couple that they have going, like the cashmere quilted, the chore jacket, the dark load-in, this is a suede coat right here. These are insanely expensive. So when you're out looking and you see the name Billy Reed, stop and look it up and see what you got.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I know I'll be looking at coats now and seeing if I can find a Billy Reed that's suede. I mean, I never heard of him before. Never heard that name before.
Billy. Hey, Billy.
Billy Reed. Billy.
What do you got, Mike?
All right, here's a couple. I've talked about militaria. Is that how you say it?
Militaria.
A couple times. Here's just some good ones. Any of the Patagonia militaria is always really good. You got, I mean, there's a bunch of different levels, like 1 through 5, I think. And the prices will correlate. The prices will correlate with the different levels and the different like patterns. This one's probably the best one. Is that if you can get this frog, that Patagonia frog, I believe that's the Special Forces one. And they sell, obviously, that one's $800. Yeah. I believe that's what the Special Forces were. A couple things that we sold this week. Let's see. We have, where's it at? Oh, here it is. This thing was sick. I've actually had this. The sell-through rate on it is really, really good, and it sold within the normal amount of time that it should have sold. I thought it was going to sell a little bit quicker, but I picked this up from the flea market. I think I got it for $5. I got it probably a month and a half ago, or if not more. This is it's a training vest and harness. So it is called Trisar, TRI-SAR, and it had the U.S. Navy on it. If you can kind of see up there at the top, it said training U.S. Navy. And then I believe on the backside is where I found the tag at for it.
I think they're buying those in Colombia, right? Because they keep getting blown up.
That's Venezuela.
That's Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay.
Oh my God! No, he didn't. I guess maybe there isn't a there. This is the only tag that was on it right here. I think that's kind of the one that I Google imaged or typed in and kind of brought it up. But anyway,
it's like one of those life vests, right? That you
life vest, but it also has a harness on it, so it's some kind of it's some kind of like life-saving system. I don't exactly know what it is, but I had it listed for $250. A guy sent me $160 offer, and so I took it. Like I said, it was probably up there for a month and a half, 2 months maybe. And so yeah, I could have gotten a little bit more, but I didn't. This one right here, or did I show the snake boots last week?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The snake boots. Then yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it, really.
The first one that I got is
all the cool ones.
Here we go.
kind of to answer the guy's question that sent me earlier, I source these off of eBay, right? So, but it wasn't for one, I sold them anywhere from $15 to $18, but I got 300 of them this year and I've sold them all, and they're just vintage camel hats.
I was gonna say, you still have those?
I have like 3 left, and I started with 300, and I sold all of them. It took me about a year to sell all 300, but at like $15 a piece, I mean, you're talking what, $4,500 in sales, and just being able to have a replenishable item. And I found them on eBay, and somebody was selling a bulk lot of them, and I actually ended up messaging them, and they had like hundreds more, so I kept buying them, and so that's one way as well. And really, you can find deals, and I got them for like $2 a piece, is what I got them for, and sold them between $15 to $20 and replenishable. And I just put quantity on the listing and kept selling the same one over and over again because they were like dead stock. So it's a really good method. If you're
So you
looking...
didn't do quantity of 300. You just kept one.
No, I
and
did
then...
quantity of 300. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it sold out a couple of times because I didn't want to sell too many, and then I kind of upped the quantity and relisted it again. But yeah, it's super easy once you can get a replenishable item like that. Now finding a $50 or $60 item that's replenishable is pretty hard, but finding something like that for 15 or 20, selling it over and over again, pretty easy, and super easy just to throw it in a box every time it sells.
That's like the ping golf gloves I got at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
I got a box of them, like 50 from this guy I know, and just put them up there, and they just kept selling out.
The next one is, how much do you think a signed Charlie Kirk hat goes for right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm saying 4 figures.
Yes.
Michael?
You want to take a guess?
No, I don't.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Have mercy.
There's another one. It is 5,000. I bring this up because, I mean, you have to decide if you have to strike while the iron's hot or not strike at all. Do you think that this will continue to go higher a year from now?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Do you
I think it's the moment.
Yeah, this is the top of the market, right? I mean,
Yep.
A year from now, I mean, it'd still be a cool thing to have, and would still be a pretty good item. But I don't think you're going to get more than $5,000 for this hat.
Nope.
A year from now, or at any point, I think. And if
I think it's the reaction to the moment. I mean, sad to say, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I thought it was. I just went to hats, and I was looking at what sold the most for the most money, and
yeah,
these popped up.
I don't knock anybody's hustle.
I probably wouldn't sell it, but
I mean, for $5,000, you're not condoning acts. You're just, you're just
like
$5,000 for a hat. I mean,
it's an unfortunate, it's an unfortunate thing that happened to the guy, but it's along the lines of when a celebrity dies and everybody puts their stuff up for sale because they have it.
Yeah, it does. It happens almost every
have.
time a celebrity passes away. They
this one might be a little more dramatic, though. I would wonder I wonder if you filtered to solds and then put the date prior to whenever the date of that, or the 10th of September, prior to that, I would wonder what your results would be.
Because
I'm sure some of his, like, he's had that people have have sold signed merch of his, I'm sure.
I
But I
would
just
It's not gonna be
wonder.
anywhere near $5,000.
Well, yeah, exactly. But like, so Ozzy Osbourne died, and does his his stuff doesn't jump up
Sure it did.
100-fold? Not
Sure it
not
did.
like that. No, it didn't jump up like that. That I just
Well, I
want to
would
know
also
what
say there's probably more in the inventory available of Ozzy Osbourne stuff that Charlie
yeah, 'cause
Kirk.
he was around for so long.
Yeah, he's around. He was very sought after for autographs. I wouldn't say Charlie Kirk was one of the guys you stood in line for and got autographs from.
June 28th.
That was probably one
Okay.
where he was going by and got it autographed.
June
June
28th.
28th, $125.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now that whatever Ozzy Osbourne Grail was out there did not sell for like 500% or whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No,
That is
that's insane.
August 13th, $25
Yeah.
on auction.
That's wild. Steven, were there a lot of those or were there just a couple?
Yeah, there was a lot.
A lot of the post September 10th ones?
Yeah, I mean, if that was just like the only one, I probably wouldn't even brought it up. But there was at least 20
That's insane, dude.
between like the red mega hats and then that hat as well.
Yeah. I mean, dude, more power. I mean, to be honest with you, if I had one, I'd put it up. If I knew it was going for 5,000, like,
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys think that's like morally right? Or like, is there even a moral case to even be made about that kind of stuff? Like, I personally don't think so.
I don't, because somebody that buying it, I would assume that they really, really want it, and it's going to mean a lot to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably really want it.
And I don't see a problem with it.
Not even just this one, but like in general, you know what I mean? Like when people die, whether it's like violently like that or if it's just old age, like a lot of the others. Like, do you think there's any like moral thing to? Hey, those ones were on bid, so it's not. They weren't priced up, but but to price up merch just in general, do you think that like that's or is it just kind of one of the things?
I think it's one of the things. I think
Yeah,
it's
same.
part
I'm
of
with
the
you.
game. I think if you feel like the need to buy it in that moment and you're willing to spend that much, then that's on you.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think I could probably wait till next year at the same time and probably I would assume it'll still retain some good value, but I assume it would come down to the $500 to $1,000 if I was guessing.
Probably. Yeah.
And so if somebody willing to pay for it in that moment, and then I don't see anything wrong with it.
Do you guys have the not the is the forethought ahead? Is that looking ahead? The foresight? Or is that behind?
The foresight? No, foresight would be ahead.
Are you saying do you guys have the
buy stuff?
No. I'm just saying that
away
like,
this year.
No, well, I mean, kind of, but like, do you just have the foresight to, to like, I don't even know how to say it without just sounding like a dick, though. You know what I mean? Like, well, just go.
It hasn't stopped you the whole episode.
Yeah, but it's this one's kind of freaking. I don't want to be an asshole about it, but just like when anybody dies, not CK, just anybody dies. Do you guys ever? Is that something that comes to your mind? Like, hey, maybe I should go and buy something quick to try to get it up there before, say news breaks nationwide or something like that.
No, I've been burnt several times on it. It had stuff in the store, and somebody passed away, and I happened to have a shirt or a hat that was connected to them, and it sold like immediately, and I didn't think or about marking it up.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I don't know that it's. I don't know that the moment's there long enough for you to chase stuff down, get it in, and restock, upload it for sale. I don't think.
Yeah,
those
when were those
that long.
sales, Steven? What were the date of those? Or what was the date of those? Because today's the 22nd. That's the 7th. So that
The
sold
17th.
after, I'm gonna guess maybe a 7-day auction. I don't know,
Yeah.
but it sold on bid, 48 bids, and that sold September the 17th. So 5 days ago for $5,001. And
That's
for
free
anybody
shipping.
listening, it's Charlie Kirk signed Donald Trump 47 hat. It's the white one with the gold letters. And then this one sold on the 21st, which was yesterday, for $4,398, also on bid. That one received 16 bids.
That one actually has a T-shirt as
So
well. So
yeah,
it's actually, so if you look at it in that respect, it's actually starting downward.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I guess you
Yeah,
could look at it
because
like that.
4 days
What,
ago
Steven,
we were over
do you have the
5K.
ability? Do you have the ability to look up any more of them, like,
Yeah, I have
and put them on the screen, or no?
Yeah.
I just want to see, did the 17th sell for 5, and then how many more sold between then and now, and is the price
Yeah, the price
almost
has gone
$1,000
down.
less? Yeah.
One sold for $10,000, it looks like.
Oh my God.
Those are people with stupid money.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one sold on the 15th, which was 5 days after he was murdered, and it's in a glass case for $9,900 on 44 bids.
I'm gonna say that's the outlier because everything else is 5K.
Yeah, the case is
That's
really
also
cool.
that's also the one that happened closest to the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
17.
you're in the heat of the moment, and as you come out of it, you see them
That's the
start to drop.
12th. Oh, that one's on that said pre-sale on it. Did you see that? Pre-sale. Right there. That one that went for 3,000
It's
something
run,
something.
the next one down. The
Yeah,
next
that one right
down,
there. Well, I wonder what the hell that
Pre-sale.
is.
I don't know.
It's somebody getting ready to buy another one and resell it.
3,800. That one sold on the 15th right there. That top one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Wow.
kind of rough looking too, though.
Yeah, it looks like they've come to around $3,000.
That's literally insane. I would, until you showed that, I never in a million years would have ever even thought to look, like, not even that you looked that up, you just looked up hat, and obviously that's the highest selling hat like ever probably. I just would have never in a million years thought that I don't know.
Who's got 10K to drop on that? God damn.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, guys, for anybody not watching, there's like multiple pages of
$1,000.
$1,000 to $10,000 signed Charlie Kirk hats. That's blows my mind.
Yeah, I was wondering if it had. So I guess
Yeah.
there's 3 pages of 60.
3
so you're,
pages.
Can
Yeah,
you
you're
hit,
talking about-
can you hit that last page and see like what the are
Yeah.
you? So we're still past the 10th. All of this is past the 10th.
right on the 10th. They probably
Right
didn't,
on the 10th.
They probably hadn't changed the price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably up there to begin with. That was probably
And then
already
all
up
of that is before the 10th. That one's on the 10th. Huh.
Yeah, it was about $100 hat. And then this is probably didn't even count. He probably didn't
Yeah.
even ship it.
Wow.
Pretty
That's
wild.
crazy, man. That it's like, yeah, that's completely out of control. Yeah, like this guy right here, that Jomi guy, that one sold on the 12th, and he obviously like canceled it or whatever. Look at all those people canceled them probably. The 14th, the 12th, the 12th. I bet if you were to go back and look at those 3 names right there, I bet in those first 2 pages, those 3 names would pop up as on sold comps.
Yeah, they
On real
probably
sold comps. Yeah.
they relisted it.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's
All right.
yeah. Wow. That shit just blew my mind.
They just lost.
All right, I got a couple more. Check out, this was the highest selling one though. Well, there was the one, but check out this. This was back in
Ooh.
July though. Tiger Woods Upper Deck autograph tournament one white Nike hat,
One of one.
$10,000, 1 of 1. It looks like it's been verified or.
Yeah, it's verified by Upper Deck.
Oh, okay.
You want to know what's incredible about this photo for anybody that's not actually watching this? Is the photo is horrible.
Yeah,
It
it's on
is.
some priority mailboxes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's
like
it's
it's just in
definitely
somebody's
horrible.
bedroom with like a yellow overhead light on, exactly like the one that's shining over my head. It is like a very unprofessional photograph for something to go for almost $11,000 or ought to go for $10,000.
Pretty wild. And
Yeah,
I always say that 99% of the time autographs do not matter. But obviously there comes a point where autograph does matter, and you just have to know the difference. If you're talking about a Hall of Fame legend, then obviously the autograph matters. But most of the hats that you buy, you would be better off getting the autograph off of it. But obviously not that one.
yeah.
Not that one. That one he actually took time to sign.
By the way, because of that horrible call, Rob, I am literally losing by 0.10 points.
Good. Good, you deserve
So
it.
annoying.
And I got one more militaria for you. This one's. I was just check out this an actual Civil War Union hat went for. I assume he probably took 1,500. He had it priced at $2,000, but this really old stuff like this is great, and all that old military stuff. As long as you're not getting the 80s and 90s military stuff, kind of like we've said, is not usually that great. But once you get older, it can be amazing.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah,
pretty
like
cool piece.
everything from like Vietnam, like all the Vietnam era stuff, not all, but a lot of Vietnam era stuff, especially the pants, you know what I mean? And a lot of people will skip over them because they'll have holes in them and stuff like that. Dude,
Yeah.
those ones sometimes are still $200-300 pants. Like, one thing too about, because this just kind of reminded me of the Civil War stuff, is the Civil War reenactment actual clothes are also super good.
Yep.
They're also super, super good. You'll be able to tell that it's, not 200 years old or whatever. So, you can, like, you'll be able to figure it out. But there's like the reenactment shirts and pants, and especially the hats. You can actually find those, not all the time, but because they're still old. They're still a lot of them are still 30, 40, 50 years old. So those ones also do really well. I would just take your time, and if you have the time. So at my flea market, there's a lot of military stuff out there. So once I do a couple laps and kind of just get all the things that I already know about, that I don't have to spend time to look up, and then that's kind of when I'll start doing another couple laps and really just stopping to look and research, and the military stuff is things that I look up a lot. So because there's a lot of modern military stuff. Oh, everything from 10 years old to now that is also really, really good, just depending on the models and if it's Gore-Tex or so on and so
Right.
forth. So yeah,
For sure.
just get out there and do your research. That's really it.
That's it.
All right.
Do the research.
Let's do our giveaway. We've got 3 members, so a 1
A
in
1
3
in
chance
3 chance, dude.
if you for getting a free hat this week. If you are a member, you definitely got a good chance, and you should have signed up to be a member.
Pays
All
to
right,
be
we're
a
ready.
member.
Deb, Donnie, and Darren. Let's see what we got.
Ooh, here we go.
Darren, dude. What an
Hadn't-
absolute beast.
Hadn't seen him in a minute either.
Well, we don't gotta see him, dude. If he's a member, he's on the wheel, baby.
Darren, send me your information.
I think I got it. I'll forward it.
You
to
have
you.
it? Forward it to
Yeah,
me.
you're not getting out of this one.
Yeah, Darren's gonna get a random package and be like, "What in the world's going on here?"
All right, guys. We appreciate you hanging out today. Until next week, we're live every Wednesday, unless it's Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, and we'll talk everything from eBay to whatnot. See you guys.
See you.